Imagine for a moment an alternate reality, a world where the very foundation of Izuku Midoriya's journey was fundamentally different. Picture a young boy, not quirkless, but brimming with an innate power all his own. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a seismic shift that reshapes everything we know about My Hero Academia. We're diving deep into the ultimate fan speculation. What if Izuku Midoriya was born with his own unique quirk? How would this single change ripple through his life, his relationships, and the very fabric of hero society? Let's explore the boundless possibilities of a Deku who never needed to inherit one for all. From the moment he was born, this Izuku was destined for greatness, not through a borrowed power, but through his own inherent ability. His eyes would still sparkle with determination, but now they'd also hold the quiet confidence of someone who knew their place in a world of quirks. This isn't just a dream. It's a vivid alternate history waiting to be uncovered. Perhaps his quirk manifested accidentally, a sudden burst of energy or an unexpected lift of an object, startling everyone around him. This pivotal moment would set him on a completely different trajectory, one where his path to heroism was always clear, always his own. This is the story of a Deku who was always powerful, always destined to shine. Let's speculate on what kind of quirk might have been Izuku's own. Imagine a quirk rooted in energy manipulation, allowing him to generate and control raw power. He could create glowing blasts of kinetic force, pushing and repelling objects with incredible precision. This ability would be a natural extension of his analytical mind, allowing him to strategize its use. Alternatively, consider a quirk centered around telekinetic powers. Young Izuku might effortlessly lift objects, manipulate his environment, or even propel himself through the air. This would grant him both offensive and defensive capabilities, making him a formidable presence from a young age. The sheer versatility of such a power would be astounding. Picture the vibrant displays of his burgeoning power, not as a struggle, but as a natural expression of his will. His early life would be filled with discovery, learning the limits and potential of his unique gift. This would be a Deku who understood power from the inside out, not as something granted, but as something intrinsic. This pivotal change alters everything in his destiny, setting him on a path uniquely his own. He wouldn't be chasing a dream. He'd be living it, refining his abilities with every passing day. The world would see a young hero in the making, not a quirkless boy with an impossible ambition. His journey would be one of self-mastery and inherent strength. With his own quirk, young Izuku would be brimming with confidence, his hero notebooks filled not just with observations, but with strategies for his own abilities. He would still dream of UA Academy, but now it would be a tangible goal, not a distant fantasy. His path to heroism would feel earned, a natural progression of his inherent talent. The fateful encounter with All Might would be drastically different. Would All Might still recognize the hero within a boy who already possessed power? Would he see the same selfless spirit, the same unwavering desire to save others, even without the vulnerability of being quirkless? This is where the true divergence begins. The question looms large. Would All Might still offer him one for all? Perhaps he would see Izuku's existing quirk as a perfect vessel, enhancing his already impressive abilities. Or perhaps he would deem Izuku already powerful enough, believing he could forge his own path without the burden of the inherited power. This choice would redefine both their legacies. In one scenario, Deku, already powerful, might politely decline one for all, choosing to rely on his innate abilities. He would carve out his own legend, a hero defined by his unique quirk and unwavering spirit. This Deku would be a testament to self-reliance, proving that heroism comes from within, not just from a powerful gift. In another, All Might still offer it, seeing the potential for an even greater hero. Imagine a Deku with his own powerful quirk and one for all, a truly unstoppable force. This would be a hero of unprecedented power, a symbol of hope unlike any other. The implications for the world would be immense. We explore both possibilities for Deku's future, each leading to a hero who is both powerful and self-reliant. Whether he wields his own quirk alone or combines it with one for all, His journey would be marked by strength and determination. This Deku would be a force to be reckoned with, a true inspiration to all. The journey at UA Academy would be utterly transformed for this quirk-wielding Izuku. He wouldn't enter as the underdog, the late bloomer, but as a promising talent, ready to prove his worth. His classmates would see him as an equal, a peer with his own unique strengths and potential. The dynamics of Class 1A would shift dramatically. Bakugo, still his rival, would face a Deku who is no longer the underdog he once tormented. Their rivalry would intensify, fueled by mutual respect for each other's power. It wouldn't be a one-sided bullying dynamic, but a fierce competition between two aspiring heroes, pushing each other to new heights. Their clashes would be legendary. Their rivalry would be driven by a shared desire to prove their strength, to be the very best. Bakugo would see Deku as a legitimate threat, a rival worthy of his full attention and power. This competitive fire would forge a stronger, more complex bond between them, perhaps even leading to a deeper understanding. Ochako and Todoroki would experience a different Deku entirely. He would be more assertive, more confident in his abilities, less prone to self-doubt. Ochako might still be drawn to his kindness, but also to his inherent strength and leadership. Todoroki might see him as a more direct challenge, a powerful peer to measure himself against. We highlight how these relationships would evolve, shaped by Deku's inherent power and confidence. His interactions would be less about overcoming personal weakness and more about honing his strengths alongside his friends. He would be a pillar of support, a confident leader, and a formidable ally from the very beginning. His presence would elevate the entire class, pushing everyone to strive for more. The bonds formed would be built on mutual respect for power and potential, not just on shared struggles. This UA Academy would be a crucible of talent, with Deku at its heart, shining brightly with his own unique light. The battles against the League of Villains would be reimagined, with Deku unleashing his own quirk in spectacular displays of heroism. Imagine him facing Shigaraki, not with borrowed power, but with a mastery of his innate abilities. His strategic mind, combined with his unique quirk, would create entirely new combat scenarios. Battles against villains like Stain and Overhaul would also be fundamentally different. Deku wouldn't be struggling to control an overwhelming power. He'd be expertly wielding his own, adapting and innovating on the fly. His fighting style would be a seamless blend of his analytical prowess and his quirk's capabilities. Picture him using his energy manipulation to create defensive barriers, or his telekinesis to disarm opponents from a distance. He could use his quirk to enhance his speed, jump higher, or deliver devastating blows. Every encounter would showcase his unique fighting style, a testament to his personal growth and mastery. The narration would emphasize his strategic thinking, his ability to analyze situations and exploit weaknesses with his specific quirk. He wouldn't just punch harder, he'd outthink and outmaneuver his foes, using his power with surgical precision. His intellect would be as much a weapon as his quirk. His unwavering determination would still be his defining characteristic, driving him forward even in the face of overwhelming odds. This Deku would prove that heroism isn't solely about the magnitude of one's power, but the strength of one's will. He would inspire others through his ingenuity and courage. He would be a hero even without the burden of one for all, a symbol of hope forged from his own inherent strength. His legacy would be one of self-made greatness, a testament to the power of individuality in a world of quirks. This Deku would be a hero in every sense of the word, on his own terms. So, we've journeyed through an incredible alternate reality, a world where Izuku Midoriya was born with his own quirk. We've seen how this single change could reshape his destiny, his relationships, and the very nature of heroism itself. It's a fascinating thought experiment that truly highlights the core of his character. This exploration reminds us that Deku's heroism isn't just about one for all. It's about his spirit, his intelligence, and his unwavering desire to save others. His innate kindness and strategic mind would shine through, regardless of his power source. He would always be a hero in any reality. Now, it's your turn to dive into this speculative world. We've explored a few possibilities, but the potential is truly limitless. What quirk do you think would suit Deku best if he were born with one? Would it be something flashy and powerful, or subtle and strategic? Imagine the possibilities, the unique ways he would use it, and the impact it would have on his journey. Share your most creative ideas in the comments below. Let's spark a discussion and ignite our collective imagination. Invites the audience to engage with this alternate reality, to ponder the endless possibilities. What kind of hero would he become? What challenges would he face? How would his presence change the entire narrative of My Hero Academia? Leaves the viewer with a sense of wonder, pondering the endless possibilities of this alternate world. Reflect on the hero he could have become, a hero forged from his own unique power and indomitable spirit. This is the magic of fan speculation, where every what if opens up a universe of new stories.